All right, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us this evening. Typically we do a slideshow, and that's not going to happen tonight. You just get me and my beautiful wife Andrea. I know we want to. No, not doing a slideshow. We just wanted to talk. I think it's more important to hear straight from our hearts. We just celebrated yesterday. 4 years really of I would say a full-time effort here at Valentis, because yesterday was when we arrived at our first ever international convention for Valentis. And I know it was a game changer for both of us. We were nervous as heck and we were shy. We would take probably 2-3 days to put together a corporate call, or if we did an opportunity Zoom like this, it always seemed to be planning. But literally 10 minutes ago, I was out in the backyard hauling around wood, getting there are raised garden beds that we plan on putting in all lined up. And Andrea knocked on the window and she said, "Hey, we got this call to do. Aren't you going to come in and get ready for it?" And you know what? You don't need to get ready when you speak from the heart. And honestly, you know what? I hope that you get to share this video with people that you're surrounded by within your network. And let me just preface this call by saying it's going to be short and sweet. I'm just going to highlight some areas why we're here and why we are excited about our future. July 14th, I believe, of 2014, the company Valentis had started. Our CEO and his wife, Joyce, Dave Jordan, created this company to really prove a point, I would say. He's kind of, if you ever get to meet Dave Jordan, he's, a working CEO down in the trenches. Never would want to cross him. He's kind of one of those guys that you definitely want at your back if you're ever in an alley fight. He's, but his heart, he's just got the biggest heart in the world. And when he created this company, he brought in a lot of great people that are still here today that we feel like family to him. He's got a big family himself. Him and Joyce have a big family, I think of what, 15 kids or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but I just know that there's a lot. And they're from South Dakota, and you know what, just really a stone's throw away from us. We're about 3 hours west of Winnipeg, Manitoba, central Canada. You know what, we are loving this area right now, especially because it's finally warming up. I just shared before we started recording that I was setting up some planter boxes to get set up because probably by May long weekend we'll get our garden seeded and prepare a bounty of fresh vegetables. So you don't need to hear all that wonderful news, but you know what? Me and my wife Andrea here have raised two beautiful daughters here in this hometown of Shoal Lake. We've been here for the last 20 years, and we just love it because it fits our lifestyle. We're so close to the national park. We're able to do hiking, we're able to do fishing, we're able to do hunting. We get to really enjoy life to the fullest, and we just love the outdoors. Wouldn't you say that's one of the big reasons?
Yes, yeah.
Right. We all love to travel. Of course, we all love to escape the winter blues. And if you ask Andrea, probably didn't do that enough this year, but we did go on some great trips. Valentis, like I said, started in July. We started in August of 2015, so almost right from the start. We were at the very first convention, which was 4 years ago yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the actual beginning of it, but that's when we arrived in Vancouver, all set to go. That's when we flew in. And boy, it's just been a lot of fun. We celebrate 5 years this August. And, we've met some friends from all over the world that feel like family to us.
And many are still here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know what? let's talk a little bit about the products, because that's why we originally got into the business. It was purely an opportunity to provide products that were in demand, and I seen dollar bills and big dollar signs when we first got started. You know, when we first got started.
Brett's definitely more of the business driven, and I'm more product driven.
Yeah. I was excited about the gentleman that asked me to join him. I was pumped that he was excited about this company and that I get to partner with him. And in fact, I was so excited, I didn't tell Andrea about it because I knew she'd tell me no. Why did I think she'd tell me no? Because I had no experience in network marketing. I had never ever tried the products, and we had no money. Those three things. And I think that when you found out that I had joined this company and I borrowed the money to get started, you weren't very happy with it.
No.
But she's forgiven me since. She hasn't forgiven me for this beard yet, but
No, we're still dealing with that.
I'm working on her. She grew to love Volantis. I'm sure she can grow to love the beard.
I think I will. We'll get everybody's opinion after.
So, you know, in the years that we've been here, we've grown from when we first got started, there was only 4 products, right? And those four products were great. And, you know, Andrea asked me, you know, what if you don't like the products? I said, I'll learn to love them. And honestly, I had a willing, and I just needed to find a way. So thankfully, my parents helped me out. I borrowed a credit card, and I knew I had to pay them back quick. So the return on the purchase, the initial buy, I paid back my parents within a couple of weeks. And my dad's seen that, wow, you know, there's something to this. And in fact, he joined as a business partner a couple of weeks after we did. And they're still here today. And the products have done very well for them. My dad's a type 2 diabetic, was able to lose approximately 45 pounds and maintain that. And more importantly, he's completely off all his diabetic medication. There are no medical claims here. I'm just saying that by him consuming the products, it was making him more active. It was getting him away from habits that involved too many sugars that he was eating. And at the time, there was only 4 products that we had. We currently have over 30. And you know, it's too short of a presentation to really go over all of them. Andrea, what's your favorite product out of all of them?
By far my favorite product is, oh gosh, that's a tough one, actually. I'd say Emulin, because for the overall health it's given to our entire family, to everybody in our family. It's helped everybody from a huge range of health issues and just making everybody feel so much better and so much healthier. And I'm confident that when they're taking that, when our kids are taking that product, their immune system, everything else is like, it's on guard, it's ready, it's it's good to go. And then I'd say my second favorite is probably the Max Spray, just because it's helped me with many things. It's helped me with anxiety issues. It's helped me with just absolutely everything, even something as little as having a headache, like stuff like that. So we use that, we go through that product quite a bit.
You can review all our products. You might want to get out your pens. You want to visit www.volantisproducts.com. Most of our products are on there, but they're always updating. Like I say, we have 30 plus products right now. Our company is expanding always, and our CEO, Dave Jordan, likes to bring to all the whole company really products fit for anybody's needs. And I say that with complete confidence that I believe that we have something for everybody. You know what? I love the term building health, and that was stolen, by the way. It didn't come from me, but when you get to build your health and really are focused on, really the time freedom for us has been the biggest reward. You know, being able to be with our family at whatever time we choose, and to be able to travel, and the family that we've gained through this business. You know, I haven't shared with you yet, but August of 2015 is when we started, but July 1st of 2016 is when I was able to leave my 9-to-5 full-time job and do network marketing full-time. And I've never done network marketing before. So if a crazy guy that lives up north here in Canada can do full-time network marketing with no experience, I would say we have something here. I would say that the demand that we have for our products that really are changing lives is massive. And you just need to share that with as many people as you can. And by sharing, we're rewarded financially for that, right? And that's what's provided the time freedom for us to be able to buy what we need, to be able to, in cases like today, in this pandemic that the world is facing, we're able to look at the positives. We're able to be all underneath one roof. We've got all my girls here. You know, I know they're safe because you know what, I can see them and hear them and be around them all the time. So makes me very happy. And the thing is we continue to every Friday earn a paycheck here, and we're able to provide for that family and buy the groceries and the things that we need to survive, right? And that's what it's all about. It's about enjoying life and doing the things that you want to do with and be surrounded around the people that you want to spend your time with. So
Absolutely. I don't know if Brett wanted to touch on it or not, but I know I want to touch on it about this unprecedented time that we're in right now. And I think it's actually, I think it's something that we have to talk about with the industry that we're in, the company we're with, the health and wellness products that we do have, is that, you know, it's tough trying to decide whether or not to talk about this with other people at this time, because there's so many people going through, the entire world going through so many hardships right now. And it wasn't actually until last week where it finally came to me, and I'm like, how selfish am I not to share this opportunity with people, not to share these products with people, because they need it now more. The world needs what we have now more than they ever have. And I was concerned about sharing it with people, because thinking before, like when this first started, thinking, well, people can't afford the builder pack. They can't afford to start a business and everything. But then I go back to what we went through when we couldn't afford it, when we first started. And we were at a stage in our life where we had just come off of bankruptcy. We were living paycheck to paycheck. Brett was working unbelievable crazy hours where we weren't seeing him. And it hit me like half the world is dealing with this right now. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be dealing with some pretty hard times with bankruptcy and everything else, and they need to have this plan B. And this is what we have right here, and it's selfish for us not to share it with other people. And it's
you hit the
your
nail
choice
right on the head.
to do something with it, right?
Yeah, you know what, the word selfish is yeah, it's a good way to describe, because people often find that we're trying to take advantage of people when we're trying to share.
Yeah.
You know, even
Yeah.
our own family, you know, mentioned that, they said, like, how dare you even, you know, talk about Valentis during this time? Like, well, you know, we've only been talking about this for the last almost 5 years. Nothing's changed, right?
You know, people need to be, I'm concerned about my family. I'm concerned about some of them who aren't, they're in such a fearful state right now that they're not thinking rationally sometimes, or common sense, or they're not thinking about their fighting what we're dealing with right now. So it means building your immune system. That's the most important thing right now, is to build your immune system. There's all kinds of supplements out there to do that. There's all kinds of vitamins out there. And we just happen to have some supplements that do that. So we've got to share that with people.
Absolutely. And you know what, not making any medical claims here, but do your own research. You know, some of our ingredients that are in a lot of our products really, you know, boost that immune system, like you say, that we all need, right? And have our body's natural ability to fight all kinds of diseases and viruses and stuff like that. So make sure that you do your own research, talk to your doctors, and you know what, like I say, we're not making any claims here. I'm really excited about tomorrow night. You know what,
we're on the
corporate call tomorrow night.
We're hosting the corporate call, so
I've got a surprise guest tomorrow that we're excited about. And you know what, listen in, because you can't see us. It's not a Zoom. It's actually just a call. If you got some people out there that are maybe a little bit camera shy, you know what, send them the phone number to tune in tomorrow, same time, 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. 30 minutes. And you know what, it'll sure fill you in. Now, let me cover a little bit about how we make money here, because sharing these incredible products, you know, is easy to do, and setting up basically a reward system through your back office, which, by the way, right now is free. Our CEO Dave Jordan is providing the ability for somebody to create a business that normally costs only $20. It's a one-time fee of $20. So the scary part of that is it's so easy to do, because who here today or watching the replay has wasted $20? You know, I guarantee you we all have. We've all burnt $20 on something that we probably regret. But when it's easy to do, it's also easy not to do. So that's why a lot of people stop, and a lot of people quit, and a lot of people fail. Oh, it's so hard. Oh, I find that, you know what, if you're consuming the products, you're building your health, it's easy. Our own family consumes approximately 16 products a month, just our family alone, and that's 4 of us, right? Somebody can reach out to me and ask us what part of our daily routine is, but we love the products, and they work. I've personally lost over 40 pounds. You know what, I feel the best shape I've ever felt, and I turned 50 in a couple of years. Turning 48 this October. That's pretty scary, isn't it? Getting close to a 50-year celebration. Looking forward to that.
He's preparing for it here.
I know there's some grays in there, but anyways, let me talk a little bit about the way we earn money. So by sharing the products with people, if somebody orders from your website that you create, and it's very easy to do. I'm not going to explain how to do it, but basically you can get started the minute you start with the company earning money. And we get paid every week, every Friday's payday. And if you share products and they purchase from your website, you earn anywhere from $20 up to $200. And that's paid on the following week. And that's US money. So for us Canadians right now, that's a lot of cash, a lot of extra money. So it's a great gratification. It's instant. It's not a residual. Residual is built over time, because as they go forward and as they order and they continue to order because they're building their health, you're going to earn a residual income when you form a couple of teams, because that's all you have to do. If you understand network marketing a little bit, let me share this with you. We have 2 teams, and those 2 teams, we grow, and the lesser of the 2 teams, we earn 20% commission on. So if one team, you know, earns a little less than the next, that encourages you to get in there and help that team and grow them to get them on the high side, right? And it's just back and forth. So it's kind of a balance game. You work your 2 teams. and you'll earn that residual income over time. But the nice part of it is you get that instant cash flow. You know what? You get that quick return, and that's just one part. There's actually 7 ways we earn. You can actually earn what we call a legacy bonus. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I don't want to confuse things and lose people on this. But you can actually earn an extra $100 by being what's coded as legacy. Ask the person who invited you to this call to find out more information. But there's car bonuses that we get to earn. There's global share that we earn. There's like I say, there's once you start forming 2 teams, they pay you 20% of the lesser team. So 7 different ways. Plus we have a retail site. So lots of different ways that we earn money, and that paycheck comes in and rolls in every single Friday without delay. And that's been since as long as we've been here. Like I say, we've been here almost 5 years this August. So that's kind of an explanation of the cash. It's not perfect, but you know what? It's good. So listen, we coming up here on about 25 minutes. Do you want to share any last thoughts before we close things out?
I don't think so. I just, like I said, it's an unprecedented time right now, and people need what we have. There's no question about it. So
don't be focused on, you know, what we're stuck in right now and depressed. Like I say, take the positives from the situation, like what I was mentioning. I'm happy that all my girls are underneath one roof. I'm happy to be getting things done that I kept procrastinating about all the time. That, you know, you get work done around the house. We've lived in a house since 2003 without siding on it, right? So I only share that with you is because once you get busy and you know, going through life and your day to day, you can forget about things and just not get to them. So enjoy life, love life, learn to pull the positives from everything, and I won't even talk about what we're going through right now. So anyways, thanks everybody for joining. I'm going to stop the recording.
thank you, everybody.